This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing at 1312 Granite Springs out here in East Lake Chula Vista. Started my digital inspection. We are on top of a flat concrete tile roof. Homeowner gave me a call, or the property manager gave me a call to come inspect this roof because we have a leak coming from this area. The leak is coming from this slip tile right here, and we can see how bad this leak has gotten. So this tile's been slipped for quite some time. You can see that the leak has been penetrating this roof for I don't know how long, but it's completely worn through the underlayment altogether, and now all of the decking is exposed. So what I will end up doing is I'm going to slide this up to prevent that leak from coming down any further. That should help for the time being. Unfortunately, the damage has been done in this area. I pulled a few other tiles above it just to get an idea of what the rest of the roof looks like. I'm going to point some of that out to the homeowner. Actually, we got another crack tile over here right next to the valley, so that's always going to be an issue. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, so here we have this valley metal. Just want to point this out. We have this cracked tile, and we can see how damaged the underlayment is underneath it. So this tile's been cracked for quite some time. All this underlayment is completely worn through at this point. This stuff is literally just crumbling in my fingertips. So what happens is what's getting underneath this underlayment, it's also going to be getting underneath this valley metal, which means that there is probably damage underneath this valley metal as well, because water has been getting underneath it. I'm going to point out a couple other areas. So I pulled this tile on this section just to show the homeowner what the underlayment looks like, and we can see how much water has been coming down this roof. All these are watermarks, and I don't know how long this has been going on, but you can see that the underlayment is extremely brittle. This stuff is just crumbling at this point, and when it gets to this point, honestly, it's at that point where it's time to look into replacing the roof as a whole. I pulled up some more tiles. Again, more cracks. So there's going to be water damage throughout this property. This was a crack over here in this section, so I pulled the tile underneath it just to see, and again, you can see how much water has been coming down this area. All this stuff is completely damaged. This underlayment is very, very thin at this point. It's not granular at all. Fresh underlayment is going to be very coarse, very granular, very gritty to the touch. This stuff has been getting soaked so long that it almost feels a little fuzzy. So again, those are telltale signs that the product has gone past its life expectancy. Pulled some more tiles on this section because I want to show the homeowner what the other side of the roof looks like. We had a cracked tile right here, so I pulled the tile underneath it, and sure enough, you can see all the watermarks that have been coming down. And again, this underlayment is completely curled up because of the fact that it's been getting soaked for quite some time. And again, this stuff is crumbling. Same thing over here. These are just some random tiles. This was a random one that I pulled. You can see how wet it's been getting. You can see the streaks coming down. And then this one is directly above a crack. And again, you can see all the water damage that's been trickling down this area. So homeowner has two different options, or a few different options. We can obviously go ahead and repair this area down here. This whole section will need to be redone because it looks like leaks are also coming from the top section as well. So if they want to do it properly, then we're going to have to come all the way to the top and do this repair. Or the homeowner can go ahead and be proactive and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and replace this whole roof because this roof is in need of replacement. The majority of these roofs in this neighborhood are in pretty bad shape, and you can see how much water has been getting underneath these tiles. Now, we don't need to go with a new tile roof. This homeowner can go with a lift and reset, where we go ahead and take these tiles, we lift them up, we replace all the underlayment, so the paper gets replaced. We'll replace this underlayment. Right now, you have one layer of a UDL 30. We'll go ahead and replace this with 2 layers of a UDL 40. So we'll go with a thicker underlayment and double it up. All our crews are in-house crews, so we don't sub anything out. So just so the homeowner knows that. Once the underlayment gets replaced, all the penetrations get reflashed. We can see that the majority of the sealant along these penetrations has started to, the oils basically have started to evaporate, right? And so they start to crack. and then what ends up happening is every time it rains, water trickles down these pipes and gets underneath it. So we're getting some water damage in there too. So we'll go ahead and redo all the flashings along the penetrations. We'll add a brand new drip edge along the entire perimeter of the home, new tile riser as well. And then we take the existing tiles and we put them right back on top. The homeowner can also have the opportunity to go with a new tile roof. This tile is in good shape. Obviously there are some cracked tiles, so we will go ahead and replace those. But if they want to switch up the look of the home, they can do that too. That's it for my inspection.